I have to have salt water too. You know, I forgot to put it. I mean, it feels better, but, you know. So I did tell Mom though that I was gonna come home and do the meal thing.
Good Monday, Muddy Monday on Memorial Day. It is Claudia from Handstopaws and What's Up Dog on YouTube. That's capital W, capital U, capital D, as a dog named Wood, and Handstopaws, where we are the home of groom style and swag for your beloved canine. Happy Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day to Jerry Hart from the Heart Oasis, who is a veteran. And thank you to all our veterans, humbly. Proud to be an American. Proud to be an American, and I'm proud of you. So we are on session 8 with Natalia and the Old English Sheepdogs. So remember, Natalia is a military canine trainer. So you're getting really great content and really great education. You're not going to hear Natalia talk a lot today. So when I get to the salon, I'll do a recap of what we did from puppy to 12 weeks and the importance of learning the hierarchy in a pack. How does this translate to home training? This translates to how you communicate with your dog. This translates to your relationship with your dog. This translates to your dog keeping or losing a home, especially in teenagehood. Natalia is working with a teenager right now. 80%, 80%, 80%. Are you hearing me? 80% of dogs lose their home between ages 6 months and 1 year. Does that sound like an active teenager to you? It does to me. So Natalia lost her voice. So I don't know if you remember last week when I was talking, I was all scratchy. I had lost my voice. So she's not going to be able to give the same commentary. But I'm going to switch the camera so that we can catch her. See if I can do it again this week. Because God, I know you're so proud of me. I just figured out how to switch my camera over. So again, if you're on Handstopaws, Groom Style Swag, oh, I'm still seeing my face. Hold on. You don't want to see me? Let's see what I see. Yeah, okay. So this is a 9-month-old Old English Sheepdog named Elijah. This is Natalia. And Elijah is literally he's on 8 training sessions. This is only 8. He comes from a household where he has never had a bad day in his life. Not one. He's absolutely allowed to do whatever he wanted, this big, huge puppy, whenever he wanted, and he is being reintegrated into a household to no fault of his own, to no fault of his own. Okay? And sometimes we think dogs are abused. They're not abused. They're just very spoiled. So that's up to your trainer and your handler to understand the difference. In Elijah's case, his father passed. And he's actually Elijah too. His father had another Old English Sheepdog. The family, the Harts who adopted him, have known him since he was a puppy and knew the family. So didn't want Elijah to go anywhere. So he is 9 months old and he has already, he's 10, my happy birthday, happy 10 months. He has learned down. He is, look at this. This is 8 sessions of Natalia coming here. Natalia has not taken him off ground yet. If she did, he would be extraordinary. It is already incredibly impressive that this 10-month-old today puppy is doing downstays, sits, heels, and he is learning, which is super important in his case, not to jump. Because he looks like Sasquatch when he's coming at you in a full jump. Yes, I said it. They is a Sasquatch coming at you. It is seeing a bear cub leap on top of you. So all positive reinforcement. Elijah is an Old English Sheepdog. He is a working dog. So can I tell you how much he enjoys this? So even when he's being defiant or if he's trying to show any kind of dominance, he will live to work. It makes sense in his head. So he's doing his sits. Later on, so let me, because when I cut these down and I make them cohesive for you, because you're really getting a master class right now, what you saw was a sloppy sit, still a sit, okay? We're not in a rush. Don't be in a rush. He has to get step by step, and then he's going to go into a down. I call stand, sit, and down baby basics, ABCs. Look at that, 10 months old, 8 sessions. Okay, later on, and when he gets finishes, you'll see those sits will be super tight. These downs will be super tight. I'm going to just go mess with him a little bit here because I can't help it. You can't see me, but I'm stepping over him. Just kind of wanted to mess with him. Back in my day, we would have to take an umbrella, and he's not ready for that, and open an umbrella. I was watching the interview room with Chris McDonough, and now they have all this. Do you use that cool equipment where they put headphones on the dog's ears? Do you have that equipment?
Yeah, we do that when we jump on the plane.
Oh my God. So you'll have to bring him and show me. I want to see what the ear sets for the dogs look like. I've never seen that. They're putting like headphones on to dull the noise. It's called desensitization. So the dogs get used to the gun noise or the bomb noise. So they're non-responsive. Yeah, right. I've never seen the actual equipment. And that was Chris from the McDonough room, which I saved last night and I clipped. I cannot do that from my phone, but it's going to help make everything very, very cohesive. And it was such an outstanding show last night. So 10 months old, Natalia. And you know, guys, I know this looks kind of boring walking back and forth, but I want you to look at the position of where Elijah is. I want you to know that nonverbal communication is the dog's first language. Can I say that again? So Natalia's teaching him literally to watch where her body is, where her foot position is, where her hip position is. And she never would actually have to say a word to him. She could cue him completely with nonverbal communication, which is really the correct way. Verbal communication comes in secondary. Okay. So he's doing a little bit of defiance, but that's okay. She's positioning him. And that's yeah, that's a dead down, which would be fine on a long down stay. So like if you were going to place him, yeah, if you were going to place him outside of, let's say we were going to go in the Heart Oasis and have some cocktails and have some chit chat, but he needed to be on a downstay out here, that position would be perfectly fine. If he were an obedience ring, he would have to be up and tight. So for household training, do you need what they need when they're doing obedience drills like that? Unless you're going in a competition or you're trying to show off, you really don't. Okay. So you've got to know. So all the trainers out there, before you judge, make sure you know what the goal is that we're trying to accomplish. And the goal in this household is integration between 2 male Old English sheepdogs. That is the goal here. And the other goal here is to teach these big guys not to be jumping all over guests or their family. Okay. Simple goals, simple goals. So tight, she's guiding him. She's using instructive noises, which are marking behaviors. Okay, that's what those are. They're just marking the behavior. Your dog thinks in 3 seconds. Ear twitch, tail wag, foot lift, blink of an eye is a behavior. Okay, you can teach your dogs to do really cute things with their ears if your timing is really good. That's a behavior. Okay. So if your timing isn't right on, you could be correcting your dog for wagging his tail 3 times to the left. Okay. So when she's going and these little noises, they're marking of behaviors, nonverbal communication. What a perfect world we lived in if we paid such attention to nonverbal communication in human beings, right? Didn't listen to the words. Like your dogs, they listen to your nonverbal communication and then your words. So that is a downstay. So why is leadership so important in a pack? If somebody isn't in charge, nobody's going to eat, nobody's going to survive. Can I say it again? If you don't have a pack leader, the rest of the pack is in danger of not surviving. So if you're not in charge, somebody needs to be in charge. Okay? It's just the way that goes. Who controls the pack? The person that's controlling the food. Who's the first to eat in the pack? The dog that took down the prey. Okay? Period. If the pack doesn't work cohesively as a pack doesn't survive. It's just instinct. So when we talk about leader of the pack, look at how gorgeous Natalia is. You do not have to be dominant, loud, abrasive. You just need to be consistent and actually follow through with what you ask for. So much easier said than done. Okay? You don't have to be abrasive. You don't have to be a bully. A bully is never the leader of the pack, guys. The bully is never the leader of the pack. You want to watch for the leader of the pack? Look for the dog or human being that's walking around like they're walking underwater. Calm, cool, and collected, paying attention to what everybody else is doing. Okay? The most aggressive guy is the bully, not the leader. Okay? Aggression doesn't make good leadership either. All right? Every dog in the wild will bow to any female in the pack, the lowest female on the pack. She'll get bowed to. Okay? The leader is not. He's fair, he's swift, he's concise, he disciplines, he forgives. It's about the pack surviving. By the way, all teenage boys in a wolf pack will be jumped on and beaten up just to let them know that that's what goes on and not to challenge the leader and to get tough and to suck it up, buttercup. So that's all that testosterone surging. In this case, Elijah was just recently neutered. That does not mean he's not male. That does not mean that he doesn't have male tendencies. That does not even mean that he can't lock with a female. A neutered dog can lock with a female. Okay? It just takes away the surges of testosterone. Testosterone is aggression by nature. That's all that does. It pulls down the levels, the surging levels of testosterone. It also, in his case, decreases his risk of having an older male dog jump on him to beat him up just to put him in his place. Look how good he's doing. Elijah, so proud of you. I hate that when people do that in the grooming salon. I'm asking their dog to behave on the grooming table. And what do you think a parent's first thing to do is to call their dog's name? What do you think a dog wants to do when they hear their owner call their name? That's right. They want to go to them. That's correct. Communication develops incredibly good relationship. So even if you believe you have an amazing relationship with your dog, communication makes it even better. So teaching your dog language and how to communicate is one of the number one things you can do to ensure the success. And if for some reason, sometimes people give up dogs for other life challenges, divorce, losing a house, we are in a bad economy, a death in the family. What else? What are other really valid reasons? A new marriage, a new spouse. There are reasons why a brand new baby. There are reasons why people find that they can no longer keep the animal they adore. It happens, okay? It happens. Remember what I said in the beginning, 80% are rehomed between 6 months and a year for behavioral issues, strictly for being a teenager and behavioral issues. However, there are others that lose their homes for all sorts of other reasons. If you love that animal and you want to ensure that they do not see the end of a euthanasia needle, you train them. You do. You train them. And if you're really great, you'll teach them a trick or two. I don't know any dog that goes in the Humane Society that knows how to sit up and beg, or to give 5, or to roll over, or to boot, scoot, and boogie, that can do something to bring attention to themselves with cuteness factor that doesn't get a home. Okay? So the number one thing you can do for your pet is to train them. And it is time. It's effort.
No, I've seen him go potty once today.
Yeah, look at him doing those now. He's doing so good. So good.
Leave it.
Elijah's a big guy, and that was a bowl of water. But Natalia is gauging his water because she's been working him this morning, and we don't want him to drink too much water, go running around. And big dogs like this can get something called bloat, which is not for today, but it is an intestinal twist. And you don't want to be running, feeding, and having your big guy drink a lot of water and then doing a lot of exercise. It can twist their intestines. That's called bloat. So a little disclaimer there for health. Yeah, he did super good today. So he's been out running around. He's had some crate training today. He's had some leash training. He's had some jumping training. You know, don't be a Sasquatch and jump on me, you little tiny big bear.
Okay.
And he's done.
Boy.
And he is finished.
Mine's like,
And she just gave him a release word to let him know that everything was done. There he goes. What happened to the ball? And there he goes. And the rest of his reward, oh, good boy,
what a good boy.
will be being released. And honestly, he looks forward to this. This is something that he enjoys. He will miss when he's fully trained. He will miss it. And even when he is fully trained, he should still be doing drills. Behavior is ongoing. It never stops. It starts at as soon as they're born. They start moving around. They start capable of learning at 8 weeks. So it starts and it never ends. It's continuous and continuous. Health affects training, new people in the household, new reinforcements, your life and your behavioral changes affect the training of your dog. So I'm going to go to the salon because our training session here is almost done at the Heart Oasis, from a vet's house, who, thank you for his service and all of your service.
I didn't see him poop.
Trained by a vet, by military. Okay, so I hope you joined in. When I go back, I'm going to talk about Chris McDonough and his YouTube channel, The Interview Room, and what they did last night, which was fantastical. And remember, I can't see the comments, so I can't answer. I'm afraid to do anything with the cameras now because I kind of cut out. But I hope you enjoyed that session 8. Session 9 will be Thursday. Okay, so Mondays and Thursdays, Claudia from Hands to Paws at the Heart Oasis training with Natalia, the military trainer, Elijah and Jazzy. There's 3 old English sheepdogs here. Teddy, who is the female, and she's just allowed to do whatever she wants. She's mama dog. And stay tuned. These are master classes. They will be put together cohesively so that it can literally be a class, and we will have Natalia on live to discuss all the things we've done here at the Heart Oasis. But stay tuned. This is part 1, which I forgot to put in the description, and part 2 will be from Hands to Paws Salon on Memorial Day. If you're following me over to Hands to Paws, we close at 2 today. We close at 2. So if you're coming in, it's Muddy Monday. It's $7 nails all day. It's normally $10 during the week. If you're coming in today, please come in before 2 o'clock. And I will remind you when I get to the salon. All right. See ya. Hands to Paws. Give me about 30 minutes. Thanks, guys.
think it was